Siguro, one last thing din na nasa radar ko is yung personalized na omnichannel solution as an e-commerce player. What I mean by that is that maraming channels. No? Like,
Yeah.
there are vendors na present sila sa Lazada, sa Shopee,
True.
present sila sa brick and mortar stores, sa branch nila. And if you can develop something na any channel na magpunta ka sa brand mo na yun, kilala ka nila. They know you as if you're a friend. So yung tinatawag na omnichannel personalization. So that's something interesting also that also the lookout yung trend na yun.
Right.
Welcome to the Payo E-commerce Academy podcast, where we help you with your e-commerce journey. Here is our host, Althea.
Hi everyone, and welcome to a brand new season of the Payo E-commerce Academy podcast. I'm Coach Althea, back re-energized and excited to share more e-commerce content with you all. So for our guest, for today's podcast, he's actually no stranger because he's been here both as a guest and as a host. Please welcome Sir Dennis Hilario, CTO of Payo.
All right, so yeah, thank you so much again, Althea. I'm back.
Welcome, sir. Welcome back. And thank you
and
so
you're
much.
back.
Of course, I'm also here.
I'm excited actually to be here again kasi it's a fresh new year
Mm-hmm.
and we have, a pipeline of content.
Yeah. So you're kicking it off.
Yes. So we are kicking it off. Yes.
I'm excited for this episode. So,
Yeah.
for today's episode, actually, we'll discuss one important aspect of e-commerce, which is personalization and providing tailored solutions. We have a lot to talk about today, so let's get started.
Sure.
Sir, let's get right into it. In today's e-commerce landscape, why is providing personalized and tailored solutions important?
That's a good question kasi over the years kasi I'm really, I've been exposed
Mhm.
to that parang landscape of customized solutions for clients in general. So, but in particular with Payo, these are the merchants, these are the e-commerce players. And as you know, the process and the technology of certain product or certain industry varies. So it's really hard to develop an off-the-shelf process and product and technology for a certain merchant.
Yeah.
So it's really important as a service provider, such as Payo, that to be a solutions provider, rather than offering a product na most of it naman will not be used by the merchant,
Yeah.
not beneficial for them.
Mm.
So that I think is the reason why it's really important sa e-commerce landscape.
Right. So I feel like having specific solutions, are important. Like basically the solutions that make a company, but it's hard when all of your solutions are cookie cutter. Because
Right.
in our case, different merchants have different problems.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so would you say that the need for personalization or tailored solutions became greater because of the pandemic?
Yeah, I believe so. Kasi as you know, yung surge ng orders online
Yeah.
is talagang nag-peak during the pandemic. So maraming naging changes, maraming processes and demand na nag-arise. Of course, yung one example, yung contactless delivery. Diba?
Mm.
That time naman, hindi uso yan.
Yeah.
As you know, yung e-wallet is widely used now. Nag-accelerate yung e-wallet market because of the pandemic. So, search in online shopping, with that, naging innovative na rin yung mga sellers when it comes to selling online products. Dati limited lang to certain products like cosmetics and whatnot. Now, even yung mga treadmill, dinideliver na, di ba?
Yeah.
And those things, no?
Yeah.
What else? Of course, yung increased adoption sa digitalization and mobile devices, yung rise of mobile commerce, naging rin, more consumers use mobile unlike before na sa laptop lang or desktop. No? A lot of things, especially now, 2024, and dami na rin, I think, mid of last year, naging matunog yung AI. No? Actually,
Yeah.
early last year pa. Yung AI, especially yung GPT or OpenAI. So, those things, marami talagang naging technological advancements because of the pandemic. And still is, dami pa rin nagsusulput ang mga new technologies. No? because of the pandemic.
That's so true. I think in the span of 2, 3 years, so many innovations came out
Yeah,
that made shopping online easier. And I think now, even as the pandemic has kind of, plateaued, I
right.
feel like online shopping is still such a big part of people's lives.
True. I don't think I can survive without
Yeah, same,
without
same here.
e-commerce.
Like, I can't imagine relying on brick and mortar stores na lang.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
So having said that, since there were a lot of innovations and like merchants needed to adapt, so service providers naturally did need to adapt too. Can you walk us through Payo's process of providing tailored solutions for its merchants?
Yeah. As we all know, Payo kasi is really, positioning ourselves as the somebody who's leading the way when it comes to e-commerce.
Right.
And part of it is customizing solutions for our merchants. No? I'll try to cite some examples. No? We have one merchant, hindi ko na lang babanggitin yung brand.
Yeah.
May tayong mga NDA, as you know. It's an ice cream brand. So ang challenge nila kasi, one of their pain points is that wala talaga silang capability or expertise when it comes to e-commerce, especially logistics.
Right.
Yung proper way or efficient process of fulfillment to delivery, initially they tried it themselves, but they found it na parang really not effective.
And it's challenging because they're ice cream, so it melts, right?
Exactly. So, in not everyone kasi has equipment like yung mga freezers or yung mobile freezers kung tawagin.
Yeah.
So, part of it is tayo rin, we really, at that time, when we engage with them, we're not offering, to deliver frozen goods or frozen products. But we adapted to that. Pero before that, something unique that we did for them is that, yun nga, they really need the process, not necessarily the technology. Kasi the process comes first before the technology.
Yeah, like how are they gonna do it?
Exactly. So, as I said earlier, parang they're trying to do it themselves, trial and error. So, the solution that we offered to them is we offered na to put our people in their facility. Yeah. Di ba normally, they put their products
In our warehouse.
In our warehouse.
Yeah.
So, this time is different because yung tao natin na nagpunta dun sa facility nila. And then we set up the technology as well. Part of it, yung mga access dun sa system natin, specifically for their need. And then yun. So, para siyang overnight is we made their process efficient because the people, our people who are experts in this industry is nandun mismo sa site nila.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I don't think it's every day that like e-commerce enablers or service providers like us
Correct.
say to a merchant, hey, we'll put our people in your warehouses and whatnot. So I feel like that's a really innovative move.
Yeah, exactly. So, yun yung actually that's the challenging and exciting part in this business, particularly with Payo, is that we are really like, how do you call that? But very innovative when it comes to providing the solution.
Yeah.
So that's just one example. Another example is may isang online platform is a merchant who provides cards, debit cards, credit cards. It's actually a known bank.
Okay.
But part of the delivery of the cards is the onboarding dun sa user. Meaning we will teach them how to activate their cards.
Also, it's not just delivery.
It's not just delivery. So our people are the riders themselves. They are doing the onboarding on site once they deliver. Once they arrive at the doorstep ng merchant and ng customer, part of it is training the user on how to activate their cards.
So now it becomes kind of like, two-prong, like delivering the cards and also demonstrating how to use it.
Exactly. So yung mga ganun. So yun kasi is something na we are really like positioning ourselves really as the parang a valuable partner who provides how do you call that, parang value-added services
Yeah.
to our merchants. No? So yun yung sa process and service side. Another thing is on the technology side, me as the CTO as well, we are also customizing solutions. Kasi when Payo started, what we did was just to integrate our order management system, for example, in their Shopify or WooCommerce store,
Mhm.
right? And then eventually, there are merchants or clients that they're not using Shopify
Yeah.
and they're not using WooCommerce. So what we did, we listened to their pain points, to their needs. So we developed several channels like API. We developed also integration with Lazada and Shopee na automatically once they receive an order, we auto fetch the orders sa order management system natin. And then we also push back the status of the orders directly to Lazada and Shopee. And again, initially we don't have that. And
Yeah.
we developed that so that maging efficient and accurate yung yung capturing of orders and providing the status back to the merchants and to their customers.
Yeah, and I think it's nice that um it was also about expanding the different platforms because like you said, not everyone is on Shopify or like WooCommerce. So marketplace is a really big thing now. So
Right.
a lot of merchants are there. So it's also good that there's that, initiative not to just, for example, stay with like what we're used to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, to be honest, hindi siya ganun kadali.
Yeah, for
As
sure.
a solutions provider kasi, ang hirap din mag-align ng expectations ng clients and our understanding to their, yung pain points nila.
Yeah.
So that's why hindi siya madali because you have to go through, at parang a low-level documentation of their process, understanding their process. You really have to dive dun sa dun sa process nila and how can we align it to match with our technology and our
Yeah.
process. That's why we have some members sa team natin. I think one of them is na-interview na rin natin sa podcast, si Alexa, who's
Yeah.
our business process engineer / product manager, who's an expert when it comes to doing like an assessment and gap analysis of the pain points of the merchants. No? And then from there, nag-regroup tayo together with the IT team and the management as to what solutions we can offer or tailored solution for the merchant. So it's a combination of technology and the service and the people. So
Yeah, so everything, the synergy of everything.
Exactly. Yun. So yun yung challenge din ng management. Because as you know, for you kasi to scale is you have to develop like a very good system on how you execute your service.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Payo, a system within us, within our organization, na to be so dynamic. We listen, we understand their pain points, we analyze their needs, we identify the gaps, and coming up with a solution. So that itself is a process to come up with, to be successful in providing tailored solutions to your clients.
Yeah, that's true. And like it's different and it's difficult because like you said, there has to be a process, but our process has to be flexible enough that we can provide solutions for different merchants.
Exactly.
And we have a number of merchants. So yeah, if they come to us with like a certain pain point that can't really be solved by the solutions we have now, like warehousing, fulfillment, and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's when we start the deep dive into their processes and then like find the solution.
Right. That's why I like, working with the team, with the management as well. Kasi, yung decision to be in this type of business, unlike dun sa traditional business na you just buy the product and then sell it, di ba?
Yeah.
Tayo kasi is so dynamic na ang dami mong dadaanan before you deliver the service. You need to have some kind of passion
Yeah.
for you to deliver this type of service, yung providing tailored solutions to merchants.
And some kind of love for problem solving, I guess.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
So yeah. So, we've been talking about how we do it for our merchants, right? And our business model, as everyone knows, is business to business.
Right.
So, would you say that personalization is also important for business to consumer businesses like our merchants to their customers?
Yeah, of course, that is really important, and that will make you also stand out dun sa
True.
competition mo. No? Um, that's my take on it. Siguro, just to provide some examples, um, there's a technology, for example, in digital marketing is providing personalized recommendations or product recommendations to the customer. So, for example, kasi I'll dive deeper sa technology,
Yeah.
sa technical.
Go ahead.
Um, I think you've heard Google Analytics, di ba? So,
Mhm.
from the Google Analytics kasi, it can capture user behavior. So, based on your user behavior, your purchasing history, uh, they have a certain kind of algorithm na kaya niya mag-provide ng product recommendation.
Mhm.
And then, if you do it right with the use of these technologies, then you'll be able to execute it correctly. One is product recommendation. Another is segmented na email marketing.
Mhm.
Yung traditional email marketing kasi you just capture the
All
email
it,
list
yeah,
and then
everyone.
everyone, regardless of their behavior,
Mhm.
regardless of their category or demographics. No? And then when you send newsletters, you just mass email everyone.
Yeah.
No? So if you want to be strategic and offer personalized services, you can actually automate that by utilizing yung segmented email marketing.
Mhm.
Platforms like Mailchimp, they have that. Yun. Another thing is, I think we do this as well, yung customized packaging.
Ah, yes.
So if we can offer customized packaging, like for example, may mga thank you note,
Mm-mm.
pag deliver sa client. So that of course, as a customer is something unique na we offer. Like for example, recently, my partner, mahilig mag-order yun.
Mhm.
So makikita mo doon na pare-pareho lang yung mga boxes. May JNT, may
Yeah.
iba-ibang courier. Pero if you can offer something unique na mag-i-stand out dun sa mga boxes, di ba?
Yeah.
So that itself will make you stand out also as a brand.
True.
Yung mga ganong klaseng quote-unquote gimmick in business.
Mm.
Hindi naman talaga siya gimmick. It's more of, providing something interesting,
Yeah, something unique.
something new or unique.
Yeah, and that's true because as like an avid online shopper myself,
Yeah.
you really notice the brands that put in the effort for the personalization. So like you said, different packaging or like sometimes they even have the option na you can include a note or like you can personalize it, put your name, things like that. And also like you said, newsletters that feel personal, you're more likely to read them and open them. So
Right.
I think personalization is really big as well when it comes to business to consumer models. And that's something that merchants should really consider no matter how small they think it is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yes. So actually madami. There's like a uh, wide spectrum of things that you can do.
Mhm.
Actually, that's a good thing about business. It's very there's a lot of aspects that you can touch on to innovate. So part of it yung personalization kasi it's a combination of marketing and service delivery.
Yeah.
Comes to service delivery, for example, yung how ang isang challenge lagi which I encounter mostly sa mga businesses and even me as a consumer is that yung response times customer service.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
So yung response time at the same time kasi a lot of chatbots, as you know, is very what do you call this, parang masyadong likahon or templated.
Yeah, too.
So those things you also have to be mindful kasi yun nga, I experienced that as well as a consumer na somehow it's not really effective if you just implement templated chatbot, as opposed to mas personalized, or if you want to be more technology driven, you can also look at custom GPT ngayon, yung chat GPT, kasi you can actually develop your own GPT, like Payo GPT or whatever. You can actually develop that. The other thing na I'm also curious, I don't know with your experience, is wala bang nakikitang very effective na loyalty program na somehow me myself will be a fan ng loyalty program na yun.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your experience with that?
Yeah, I think same. I think like the well-known loyalty programs, like for example, first thing that comes to mind, Starbucks, right? Like every year, people really do collect stickers still.
Right.
And I think there was a time where like the planners were getting a bit overused already, so they introduced like you can actually get tumblers now instead of just planners. So that's true. Like the loyalty programs, I think it has to be a good balance between being interesting enough for the customers,
Right.
providing them something that they actually want, but like at the same time not giving them so much that like it's affecting like your cash flow, right, or your business.
Exactly.
So like if you ask me what loyalty program I personally like or like I'm a fan of, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head.
Wala rin talaga nag-stand out na
Yeah.
loyalty program. Even yung sa Starbucks, to be honest, I don't really.
Yeah, you don't do it.
I'm a fan of Starbucks, as you can see. But the loyalty program, I like the stickers, I really don't use. But again, yun nga maganda sa business, you can do some experimentation on those things. Maybe one day we can find a good loyalty program talaga na we'll actually use. There's one thing pala na I use from time to time. Kasi merong mga yearly loyalty programs, di ba? Nagre-renew yearly.
Yeah.
One example is Bistro Group.
Oh, yes.
There are years na I renew, but there are years na hindi ako nare-renew for some reason, I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm not really that a fan of that loyalty card, but I use it. Yun yung pinakang I'm using.
Nagagamit nyo.
Nagagamit ko talaga. Kasi yung mga, my children, loves yung mga bistro restaurant. Medyo magastos lang.
Yeah, that's true. But like if you guys are there often, might as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But
You can save a lot.
True.
Ayun. Ano pa ba? There's a lot of things that you can play around with when it comes to personalization, which is our main topic now. Which yung customized and tailored solutions for the merchants, and for our merchants naman, yung personalized and tailored solutions for each of their customers.
So we talked a lot about, the tech aspect of it. So would it be your opinion, or like what do you think? Do you think that merchants should really leverage tech? Like would it be easier for them if, like these are, I guess, for the merchants who are a bit tech averse still. Would you recommend for them to really leverage tech into, helping them with personalization?
Yeah. The quick answer is yes. Pero ang common mistake, in my opinion, kasi when people implement technology is that they want everything right there and then. One shot, big time na implementation of technology. Especially if your organization is medyo malaki na, it's really difficult to implement a solution or a system. I always recommend to do it one step at a time. For example, you don't implement a customer database. That is a specific example. Ang common practice na ginagawa, no, not practice, but common na ginagawa ng once they open themselves sa technology is that they don't initially, what they want is only a customer database, but what they want from the vendor is like the heaven and the earth, diba? Everything. So yun lang yung nakikita kong, that's my advice when you implement technology. Try to do it one step at a time. Start with customer database and then extend the module to lead generation, and then implement email marketing, and then implement social media marketing,
Yeah, so
Or
really
other-
like branching out slowly.
Yeah, branching out slowly. Kasi if you implement everything at once, that's doomed to failure.
Mm, true.
That's my take on it. But of course, again in my experience, ang laking tulong ng technology.
Yeah.
One example is that um, we used to do like a parang customer service, even tayo sa Payo, customer
Mhm.
service, we do it manually
Yeah.
when pag may mga frequently asked questions.
Mm-mm.
Diba? And the problem there is that hindi naman lagi available yung tao.
Yeah. Because
But-
some inquiries come in not during business hours.
Exactly. So, but if you can utilize technology whereby pag yun nga, sinabi mo example na non-business hours, automatically makaka-capture niya yung lead para the next day, patawagan mo na siya. Diba? You can call back and do an outreach to the customer. So yung mga ganun. Kasi if not, like mo sinasabi, even though you do your marketing
Correctly.
initiatives,
Yeah.
pero at the end of the day, you're not attending to the questions of your leads or the feedback. Wala rin. I mean, it doesn't make sense that you are implementing technology.
And I feel like with tech, with the processes you can automate or optimize, that gives you so much more time to really, fine tune the business and see what
Yeah.
aspects you can improve still.
Yeah, correct.
Mm.
At least, as simple as commonly ginagamit kasi mga G-sheet, di ba?
Yeah.
Spreadsheet, Excel, etc. Customer database, naka-Excel. And then may mga redundant efforts of, for example, yung mga leads mo, and then ika-copy-paste mo para sa accounting.
Yeah.
Yung customers or yung suppliers mo. Yung a simple database to centralize everything for across departments. That will have a significant impact already when it comes to your efficiency and even your centralization of data, for example. Hindi yung parang kalat-kalat.
Yeah. It's gonna save so much time too.
Correct.
Okay. So I feel like we've discussed a lot of, what has happened in the past, and how it affects the future, the present rather, of course, with, personalization and providing tailored solutions.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, what do you foresee, for this year and beyond when it comes to personalization and tailored solutions?
Yeah. I'm actually excited about
Mm.
the future. Kasi ang dami naman, I'm sure lahat tayo naririnig yung AI,
Yeah.
AR, augmented reality, meron pa yung virtual reality, ang dami naglalabas ng mga technologies these days. And very useful.
Mhm.
So I guess to your question, I'm really excited with AI-powered na technology. Like yung personalization. Especially yung contextual, yung conversational mga AI na yan.
Oh yeah, how it's gonna be integrated into shopping now.
Exactly.
Mm.
So, na hindi na menu-driven yung pakikipag-interact mo sa customer.
Yeah.
Kasi as a customer, di ba, menu-driven. So, what do you wanna do? By button.
Yeah.
Sa website, ganun din. So, instead of menu-driven options, is mas na siya, interactive na conversational. And again, OpenAI has released a technology or like an upgrade to their system where you can develop your own conversational bot. You just load your data. That's it. Ganun lang kadali. Tapos, you can also train them. So, anong next step after that?
Mhm.
Next step after that is yung yung voice and visual search
Yeah.
optimization or query, diba? Like ngayon, I don't know if have you tried the GPT voice?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
So you talk to the GPT, hey GPT,
They create this image.
create this
yeah.
image, or what is something, parang you can ask anything, just
Mhm.
like you're chatting with them.
Yeah.
So while you're driving, and you are worried about your cash flow, for example,
Mhm.
you can ask GPT, hey GPT, what's my sales today,
Wow.
or what do you think is the inventory I need next week,
Mm-hmm.
and then AI will be able to suggest that for you.
It's like
So-
now everyone has assistants.
Yes, exactly. And the thing here is that I just want to emphasize here is that before it's difficult to develop those types of technology, and
Yeah.
ngayon, it's so easy to develop.
Exactly.
Even if you're not a how do you call that, parang a hardcore developer,
Yeah.
you'll be able to create something like that. Pero of course, yung mobile user experience is nandiyan pa rin yan. I mean, will continue to evolve. I'm really looking forward to a more personalized user interface.
Yeah.
Lalo before yung mga social media like naabutan mo ba yung mga Friendster?
Well, I was a multiply baby.
Multiply.
Yeah.
Diba?
It's like your own design
Yes,
of the
you can,
website.
diba? Lahat tayo naman, we wanted to have like a personalized
Yeah.
themes, etc. Even yung mga Google, yung Gmail, you can also personalize. Diba? So later on, if what do you call this? And I think some vendors or merchants, they already offer customized products.
Mhm.
Diba? And I think if you, again, will be more innovative and try things in your business, I think, again, I always say na you'll stand out
Yeah.
against your competitors mo.
Especially now, there's so much noise. Everyone is so accessible because everyone's online. So I feel like that extra step to really have customers, your customers feel closer to you or more, I wouldn't say attached, but like more familiar with you is a really big step.
Right.
Yeah.
Siguro, one last thing then is na I'm also parang trying to, nasa radar ko is yung personalized na omnichannel solution as an e-commerce player. What I mean by that is that kasi maraming channels, no? Like,
Yeah.
there are vendors na present sila sa Lazada, sa Shopee,
True.
present sila sa brick and mortar stores, sa branch nila. And if you can develop something na any channel na magpunta ka sa brand mo na yon is meron silang kilala ka nila. They know you as if you're a friend or something. So yung tinatawag na omnichannel for personalization. So that's something interesting also that I'm also the lookout yung trend na yun or yung technology.
Right. Yeah, I think
Sorry, nagiging na ako geek.
no, it's okay. Like honestly, I learned so much, and it's like so
Mm.
interesting how because I thought before working in the e-commerce industry, I thought like personalization it's more of like when like merchants I don't know like put your name on the product or like
Right.
write you a note or something, but there are so many ways you can personalize their experience, their shopping experience.
Yes. Kasi as a merchant, siguro, I always, as a business, what do you call this, practitioner, my practice always is, I put myself dun sa customer's shoes.
Yeah.
Ano yung my user experience, no? So if you do that, you empathize with your customers, and you really care for them, then I think you can develop something innovative and interesting sa market.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Well, thank you so much for your insights,
Ayan,
Dennis.
tapos na?
Yes. Well, I didn't even know, honestly. Like I feel like this interview was more of like a conversation really because I learned so much and like again your insights really valuable and I'm glad that we got to talk both on like the side of Payo's efforts with its merchants and then what merchants can do with their customers.
Yeah, sure. Happy to be here.
I hope you enjoyed as well sharing
Yeah.
all the info.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much as well.
Of course. So before we end our podcast, is there anything else you want to share?
Ayun lang. So, I guess yung I think na-announce na rin natin to na we
Mhm.
are really aggressive in terms of introducing innovative services with
Yeah.
Payo and even the technology with the recent launch of our mobile app.
Check it out, guys.
We have a lot of things na in the pipeline like you can manage your inventory, yung AI, yung pinag-uusapan natin, conversational chatbot, including insights. So, I hope, you stay tuned for further announcements.
There's a lot coming.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, we can't wait to share what's coming in the future episodes. So make sure to watch episodes 2 to 10 of season 2.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye!